Hello, and welcome to the Bel-E and Scratch podcast. I am your host, Bel-E.
And I am your co-host, Scratch.
And today, we had an eventful last night as of this recording, and
Yes.
Immediately before we started podcasting, we discussed that if we had our own theme song, I suggested that if we had to come up with a theme song just off the top of our heads, like just something we had to think of in less than 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, about 3 minutes. 3 minutes to think of a theme song. Yeah. My suggestion was, let's just do Twilight Zone by Golden Earring.
Oh, heck yeah.
Because, here's the thing.
Kick-ass tune.
Yeah, if you haven't heard Twilight Zone by Golden Earring, and just Golden Earring in general, they're a good band. I wish
They're a great band.
For some reason, they never got bigger than they did, and I think it's a shame.
They're, I can't think of a negative thing about them.
Not really. I mean, granted, from a lot of the songs that I've heard, the band is this weird combination of like rhythm, blues, rock, and sci-fi. Because you got Radar Love.
You got
Twilight Zone.
You could almost insert the term prog.
Prog rock a little bit.
A little.
Yeah, a little.
For the time.
Yeah, there's some parts where, well, here's the thing. With prog, you kind of have to have like a keyboard, because, Styx. The band Yes.
Oh, well, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, granted, Yes is a lot more like, oh, it.
They're a great band as well.
Sure, but,
a lot of keyboard in that.
Yeah, prog rock, progressive rock. Typically, I'm saying that for the people who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Get in line.
Yeah, I know. So, typically with prog rock, there's a piano somewhere in there, or an electric piano.
Some type of keyboard instrument.
Some kind of keyboard is in there for a prog rock band or a prog rock sound. And Golden Earring can kind of get in that. They can kind of get in there. Ooh, soju. Strawberry soju. Although, I think I like grapefruit better just because it's, whatever. I personally, you definitely like the grapefruit edition. I know that. But
Strawberry.
No,
I like the grapefruit. I'm just a person that likes the bitter end.
Yeah, that's cool. Not
Olives
me. Yeah. No, I'm not a huge fan of the bitter, but hey, you do you.
Yeah.
So.
You do you, people.
Yeah. Because we're all individuals. Would you look at that? So, basically, I had the suggestion of if we had...
started.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a bit lit up if you can't tell. So, basically, the theme song we would have picked would be like Twilight Zone by Golden Earring, because it's one of the greatest songs, period. Ever made. Seriously. Like
it's definitely, there's the great driving songs.
Yeah.
That I have canvassed this entire United North America.
Yeah. As a traveling nurse, you have the only people who would be the only type of people who would be able to like outstep you in terms of great driving songs would be truckers, because that's their job.
I have driven to the West Coast.
You have authority.
I have driven to the West Coast and driven to the East Coast and then driven back to the West Coast in 12 calendar months. Mm-hmm. That's 3,000 miles one way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've driven. Yeah. And that is a great driving song.
Yeah. I think Golden Earring's just really great for driving songs, which is kind of the entire basis of Radar Love.
Radar Love is also a great,
it's a great song, too.
Great song.
Yeah.
You have to watch out for the authorities when that thing cranks up. It makes your right foot heavy. It's
weird, man.
Some type of magic, man.
Yeah. Magic.
Makes your right foot heavy.
Yeah, it's like the matriarch whenever Metallica starts playing and she's driving. It's you need to turn the channel. Turn that station. Ma? Yeah. But, so that'd probably be our theme song if we had to, like, if we didn't have any time to like sit down and think about it.
Yeah.
My other suggestion would be Addicted to Chaos by Megadeth, but that's mostly because of two reasons. One, I like that song.
Yeah.
For a lot of parts of my life, that kind of was my theme song. Just the kind of the chorus part, really, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I know the song is about Dave Mustaine hearing that a good friend of his had died. He wrote that song.
No. During a low point in his life.
Yeah, during a low point in his life. So, not that part, unfortunately. Or fortunately, whatever. I also like it because, I don't know if I probably did tell the story on air, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to tell it again.
All right.
Where I currently work as a personal trainer, and I hope to God that the people who were in the room when this happened don't hear this part, because it's not an insult.
No.
It's just funny. Alright, so I'm on the bench doing dumbbell presses. So I'm doing chest that day for people who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It does have a little bit of a tail to it, but I'm not sure if it's the alcohol or the flavor. You see what I mean? That's weird.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, it does taste like strawberry, but it's like something else. Maybe that's the soju. Maybe the grapefruit covers that part. It's why it's so good.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, because it's like sweet with bitter. Whatever. I'll
the sweet bitter over the top of the bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll drink it anyway because I like it.
I don't think anybody ever cracked anything open and went, that's just fantastic.
Not
Other than drinking water.
Yeah. But I don't know. I like soju. Anyway, so I was doing dumbbell presses, and my current boss, she comes over. She's got her phone hooked up into the Bluetooth system, and she's training somebody. My trainer's training me. This is before I got hired, and it was just the four. I believe it was just the four of us in that room.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, I got a song, Addicted to Chaos by Megadeth. She plays that. And, there is a lyric.
There's a line in
There's this one particular line. Now, here's the thing. People have...
stretches the, literary ability of Dave Mustaine.
Yeah, and everyone who listens to it as well. Now here's the thing: people already have like a preconceived notion. Hang on, I don't want to flub this, so I'm gonna look the actual lyric up.
Flub.
I want to flub this.
It's like a flub horn.
What?
When you flub.
Oh. Well, when you acquire this horn of flubbing.
Horn of flubbing.
Yes, horn of flubbing. It is a +2 horn of flubbing. Horn. Yeah. Yeah, a +2 flubber horn.
Flubber.
Does 2d8 healing and cures confusion.
Or either that or it'll melt the wax in your ears.
Yeah.
Cerumen overload.
Yeah, I'm just speaking some D&D. I've been watching Dimension 20, so
D&D?
Yes.
All right.
I like watching Dimension 20 specifically. I don't mind
I can crack on that all day because I ain't got the slightest idea.
No, I know. Here's the thing. I'm not really a big fan of Critical Role. I don't hate it, which is like the other super popular D&D streaming stuff. I just like Brennan Lee Mulligan as a DM much better, personally. Because he lets a lot of crazy shit fly, and
he's whack, yo.
Yeah, he's whack. So I'm not saying Matt Mercer doesn't let crazy shit go, but Brandon lets some crazy shit go.
Hey man, don't let me get up on the furniture like this.
Yeah. So back to the Megadeth. Here's the thing: people have a preconceived notion of metal. Notion.
I like that.
Hey, I'm fucked up. I have earned the right to be fucked up.
No. Stop where you did. That's genius right there. A notion.
Notion. What?
That's a minute and Notion. Minotian.
A Minotian. Okay. We invented a word.
Either that or inhabitants of the ancient Isle of Crete. Anyway,
That's minutia.
Oh, okay.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not
Put the
really,
wrong emphasis on the
yeah, I'm not
syllabic.
really here right now. Come on. So,
No, a good buddy of mine turned me on to Megadeth back in the day. You know, of course, everybody was an underground Metallica fan.
of course.
And then there were those that were more oriented to the classical style Southern rock, which is a great genre in itself.
Yes, it is.
But there was a mix between multiple guitar attack of Southern rock, Allman Brothers, Leonard Skinner, and Metallica was coming in and picking up steam. There was a little bit of riff,
Yeah.
But then a buddy of mine,
Is like, man.
Mr. Kenneth Todd Spencer, my drummer buddy.
You okay with you saying his full name on the air?
He don't care.
Oh yeah, that's right. He don't care. I've never met this man.
He's the most laid back dude in the history of the world.
Yeah, and I can't not think of it.
Wait till you meet him.
I want to meet him.
He's a cool guy, but he is so laid back. It's like,
I want to tell him the story about how I was driving through a freaking thunderstorm, thought I was going to die, and I had Hangar 18 by Megadeth playing, and I said, you haven't listened to that song.
He turned me on to Megadeth, and he loved that double bass, that machine gun fire double bass.
Oh, yeah.
And Mustaine, lyrically is...
He is like
lay what he does across that style of music.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was getting into. People have this preconceived notion of metal, even to this day, where a lot of the big metal stuff, today is very overproduced, very simplistic, much like other genres of music, like mainstream stuff.
Oh, well, I mean,
now for the more complex,
yeah,
of course. Now for the more complex stuff with the age of the internet, you kind of have to go find whatever you really, really like. You see,
right.
And I know a lot. Obviously back in the day, it was the metal is the music of Satan, and people always had that preconceived notion of metal being this dumbed down music genre, which in a lot of cases it really isn't.
I think music responds to the times.
Sure.
I think it's whatever.
Like you may not care for Metallica, but say back. What I mean by back in the day of that genre is like the song "One." Now that's not some fluff piece.
Oh no!
You see what I mean?
No,
like,
it wasn't.
People, even to this day, have this preconceived notion that a lot of metal is, for lack of a better term, a bunch of fluff.
Well,
it's just abhorrent.
It just became very overproduced.
Correct.
It was very popular.
So,
people kept taking liberties and taking liberties and taking liberties.
Till it
and then all of a sudden you have what's known as hair
metal, basically. So,
and a couple of really good groups got caught up in that torrent.
Poor Dokken.
To
an extent, Motley Crue, but even then it's like, they had talent, but even then it's like...
Twisted Sister.
Yes.
Of course, the whole gimmick is built into their identity.
Yeah, that was just who they were. To be fair, I respect Twisted Sister because that's who they are. That's not something
who they are, and it was really, for me personally, it was really cool when you got to see them take all that crap off and just get on stage and jam. That's when you really enjoyed it because there was no shtick.
Yeah, they just took off all the wigs, the makeup, and the heels, and they were just
came out, kicked everybody's ass, and that's what you went to the show for anyway.
Correct. So
you want to go see a spectacle, and I don't mean
Nitro.
No. That's beyond the realm. Well, it would be
Nitro
easy.
Sucks.
No.
Okay, that one song sucks.
Listen, there are two guys in that band, the lead singer and the lead guitarist, that are legitimate, kick you in the nads and the ovaries type of musicians. Period.
Yeah,
okay?
that one
under
song.
Any circumstance, under any circumstance, I know what
that
you're
song,
talking about.
That song, Night Train,
Night
sucks.
Train. Well, when you got a guy,
it sucks in a weird
it's so
way.
gimmicky.
Yeah.
But the thing that I can find peace in the presentation of that song is that those guys are in on it.
Good.
Okay, definitely the lead guitarist.
Yeah,
okay,
because
that
he's
guy.
losing his fucking
I don't
mind.
think that dude's ever had a serious. What's his name? Nino.
I'm not sure. I can look that up.
He's.
No. I give respect to the musicians in that
a-
band, but that song sucks. It sucks in a complex way.
This guy's fretboarding two guitars attached to each other. I mean,
Nitro.
And he is just like, hey, check this.
Yeah.
He's not standing up there like he's Beethoven or anything.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
He's putting on a show.
Yeah.
And
he's
people it's like Kiss.
I respect that.
Kiss has great music, and they have this punch to their music. It's it's like an earthquake. But their stage shows are unparalleled, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, this is a Wikipedia. Do any of those people look familiar? Is any of those people the guy you're talking about?
Oh, the lead singer, of course, Mr. Gillette.
Yes.
Who I have his singing course.
Yes. Seems to have worked.
It's part of what I do.
Yes.
The first two names, this Michelangelo Battio. Yeah, he's Battio, all right.
Yeah.
Dude.
No. Here's
he
the thing.
seems to be, if he's not he has to be one of the coolest guys because there's not a moment.
Yeah.
He is all guitar.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. No. What I mean...
He loves it.
No, here's the thing.
It's obvious.
Now, here's the thing. That song sucks in a complex way. Yes, they have to be in on the joke, but at the same time, it's like, here's the thing. If something was just abjectly bad, you go, oh, this song sucks, and you'd move on. But Night Train by Nitro is bad in a complex way. It's not bad on, well, I guess it is on a technical level.
Musically, no.
Musically, no.
I mean, you have a guy...
It's just, it feels like the producers got way too fucking crazy in the studio
who in
type
his
of
prime
band.
has got an operatic range comparable to, other than freaking Axl Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Who has like the widest range of any singer.
What is it, 6 octaves?
It's somewhere between 6 and 8 octaves. Shit. And apparently, Gillette
he's somewhere
has
up there.
somewhere in this 8 octave range.
Yeah.
Which is just ridiculous.
Indeed. It is.
I mean, you're talking about people like Pat Benatar.
Yes.
Who...
And opera singers.
Yeah.
But,
they have that kind of range.
Indeed. So,
Mariah Carey.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna be hearing her fucking Christmas song in like a couple weeks.
Now, don't be hating on.
I don't hate Mariah Carey. I hate that fucking song.
All right.
What makes me hate
about my song?
Yeah. What makes me hate songs is not purely the fact that it's bad. It's just if I've heard it constantly. I'm gonna say, I hope you and all of your children die in a fire.
Welcome to hell!
Yeah.
You're gonna hear it 4 times a day if you're lucky.
Yeah, back when I worked in the retail place, who I will not say where I worked, when Fallout 76 was about to drop, and thank God I got out of the retail business before it dropped, because that was a shit show.
Right.
For Fallout 76, I constantly heard the song Country Roads played every 3 minutes.
John Denver?
No, it was like a cover, but it was still Country Roads.
Oh.
For Fallout 76, and I'm like, I fucking hate this song. I don't hate the original because it wasn't the John Denver, but this cover, I never want to hear it again.
All right.
Ever, anyway. So back to Megadeth. Okay, so Addicted to Chaos by Megadeth has a peculiar lyric that once it got played in the gym where I was, it caused everyone near me to have a 5 second buffer period.
Blip?
Yeah, a buffer. Because it's like, oh, hey, they're talking to each other. Yeah, it's like, hey, they're all talking to each other.
We call that a systole.
Oh, well, there you go. It's like they're all talking to each other and they're all working out, and then all of a sudden this lyric plays and they're like, okay, moving on.
Yeah.
It was just fucking crazy. It was like, okay. So there's the verse. This was in the chorus of Addicted to Chaos. In a dream I cannot see. Tangled abstract fallacy. That was it. Random turmoil builds in me. I'm addicted to chaos. Tangled abstract fallacy. If I was the type of person that would get tattoos,
that rhymes.
Yes. If I was the type of person that would get tattoos, that would be like, here's the thing. As a person that does not get tattoos, that would be like one of the few I would get.
Right.
Like on the inside of one of my fingers, so only I can see it. I just have like on the inside of like my left middle finger, tangled abstract fallacy, and I'd read that and be like, fuck yeah. That lyric caused a 5 to 10 second delay in the people around me as I was doing dumbbell presses. And I laughed so hard, I had to put the weights down because I didn't want to die.
Good choice.
Yes. Yeah, if you start laughing while you're working out, you need to stop.
Yeah, you need to stop.
Yeah, don't laugh and continue.
Yeah, well, see, that's what you did. You disrupted the thought process.
Yes, I clearly did.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing.
Stop and think, and when you're in a gym,
yeah,
you don't need to be thinking about things.
No, because that's not what you're there for.
Right.
Not per se.
If you want to concentrate on what you're doing,
yeah,
you
can think about what you want to do next.
That's why you're not going to listen to study, like recordings of your classes during a workout.
Yeah,
you don't need to be thinking about.
Yeah, or I think you know some sociopath somewhere on FB that listens to like philosophical lectures as he's like pumping iron.
Mm-mm.
I thought you said you knew someone who would do that.
I don't know if I.
Oh, okay. Okay, that must have been a mistake on my end. I had come across something about someone listening to like Socrates lectures, and I'm like, who the fuck is this sociopath?
Yeah.
What psychopath is like?
It's one of like co-ed gyms.
Okay.
I don't want to distract.
Yeah, that.
I don't want to be distracted.
Right. To be fair, I think that's fair. That's why you look away from the mirror.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, so I didn't know that at the time. Because here's the thing. I was thinking like, yeah, metal! And then I remembered what was in the chorus, and I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, in a place where you're not supposed to think, I interjected thought. I'm not saying any of these people were stupid. They're not.
They were just in an environment where they weren't expecting that type of stimuli.
They're not expecting tangled abstract fallacy.
Not a lyric they got to think about.
Yeah, a lyric they have to stop what they were doing and think about it. Yeah, it was like seeing a robot just get new orders, and they have to stop their prior programming to integrate that into their system.
All right, a reset button.
So since then, I have never been allowed to pick the music again. So
boo.
Which, to be fair, is kind of fair because here's the thing, the one playlist on my Spotify that I wanted to play, I always did until it started freaking people out, was the hardcore one.
Right.
That was the one with the Motorheads and the Megadeth and the Dio and a little bit of Metallica, a little bit of Iron Maiden, little bit of Audio Slave and Alice in Chains, Chevelle, System of a Down.
That's all radio friendly stuff, though.
Yeah, most of it is radio friendly. Obviously, yeah. These are. I haven't heard Tornado of Souls on the radio, but this is not stuff like Asmodon or
right.
or
King Diamond.
King Diamond. Oh God. If I was like by myself and I knew no one else was coming in, that's when I'd break out like King Diamond and Merciful Fate and stuff like that.
Right.
But honestly, the most quote-unquote uncommercial I have on this particular playlist is probably Rob Zombie. And it's like the two songs everybody knows him by.
Sure.
Dracula and Living Dead Girl. Anything past that, it's like, I'm getting right up to the line.
That's good workout music.
Yeah, this is good. This is great workout music. But if I play it live, it's like, people get freaked out. And I'm like, why are you freaking out? It's the Triple H theme song. It's a Motorhead song. I've had to back off of that even more, and now that's what came up with. That's why I invented the songs to not scare people with playlist on Spotify. That's me. Hi, hello.
Yo.
That's where you got the Twilight Zone by Golden Earring, Audio Slave, Oasis, Pearl Jam, a little bit of Weird Al just to fuck with people. Seriously,
which one of his do you?
Amish Paradise. So they're gonna think, oh, Gangsta's Paradise. Nope. White Nerdy. Oh, they're thinking Riding by Chameleon. Nope. White Nerdy.
Oh, that makes them something to think.
Yeah. American Idiot. Nope, it's Canadian Idiot. Bedrock Anthem. Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Nope.
That's funny.
Tacky. No, fuck you.
That's funny.
And of course, I got the real ones in there. You know, of course I still have those in there just to add some random element.
Sure.
My favorite Weird Al song, It's All About the Pentiums. That is my favorite one. That is my favorite Weird Al song. I don't give a fuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, I really like White and Nerdy. I like Canadian Idiot. I like Amish Paradise. I genuinely do.
Right.
My favorite is It's All About the Pentiums.
It's All About the Pentiums. If you haven't heard Weird Al Yankovic's It's All About the Pentiums, you are missing out.
You are missing the fuck out.
A lyric. You're as useless as JPEGs to Helen Keller. My God.
My God is right.
GAWD. Lowercase g, of course. My God. That is one of the coolest lyrics in the history of the world, man. Oh, man.
Yeah. It freaked me out because for two reasons. One, prior to that, I had heard, like, you know, obviously his old stuff, like a Surgeon.
Sure.
And, you know, back in the 80s and when he was making fun of Michael Jackson and shit, you know, fat instead of fat. Yeah.
And, you know.
But then I heard all about the Pentiums and two things happened. Hang on. I gotta look up the, two things happened. One, it shows that Weird Al, when he wants, can show some muscle.
Oh, it's tremendous.
You know, musically, he can pump up. He can pump up in songs when he chooses to.
Oh, he's a talented guy.
Oh yeah, like I've met people who were like, all he does is make parodies. Well, he's making more money than you, asshole.
Does it very well.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Hang on. What was it?
First time I heard Weird Al was late at night, somewhere in the late 70s, probably 78, 79, on a Sunday night.
Was it Dr. Demento?
It was Dr. Demento.
Fuck yeah.
Dr. Demento. My parents had gone to bed,
mm-hmm.
and I had school the next morning, and I would pull the radio into bed and lay my ear on it and turn it up just loud enough where I could hear it.
Only you could hear it,
Only I could hear it. And, first time I heard Weird Al.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really interesting. Yeah. Another one, Rides the Bus.
Yeah.
Him and that frickin' accordion.
Yeah, him and that fucking accordion. You know, and here's the thing. Last thing I'll say about All About the Pentiums, because I do have like something to talk about that, is the full lyric that got me to go, oh my God, in that song, It's All About the Pentiums. First of all, Weird Al can show muscle when he wants.
Right.
And two, the lyric was like, and posted me too, like some brain dead AOLer. I should do the world a favor and cap you like old Yeller. You're just about as useless as JPEGs to Helen Keller. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? How the fuck? What? That's so mean.
That's That's brilliant.
That's
right there.
brutal and brilliant, which is something I had not associated with Weird Al until I heard that. I was like, oh, fuck. So,
yeah, a lot of this stuff is just
like just goofy fluff, which there's nothing wrong with.
No. He's made a good living.
And he's made a good living, a heck of a good living. It's the whole thing of he can, like, if he wanted, he could, well, maybe not visually with how he looks, but if he wanted, he could write some pretty gnarly stuff if he so chose. And I think he showed that very well, and It's All About the Pentiums.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Right.
But, oh, yeah. All right. I don't know this dude's name, but I know who he is.
Oh.
Not personally. The Weird Al's, like, lead guitar guy, his roommate.
The tall guy?
The tall guy, yeah. That dude has got to be the bestest bro in the universe. 'Cause I think about this. I want you to think about this. I forget the dude's name, but he's awesome. I'm going to tell you why. I hope he hears this one day. This guy is awesome. Because here's the thing. He and Weird Al were like roommates at college. Weird Al at some point was studying to be an architect. I'm not saying he isn't smart enough to be one. I'm just glad that he chose different.
It's like crazy smart.
Yeah, he's like crazy smart.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Architecture ain't no slouch job. You know, one tiny flaw and whatever you just built is down the shitter. You waste all the money. You probably killed somebody.
Take it easy.
Yeah. So
injury.
Yeah. Happens.
Call all the numbers.
Yeah. So being an architect is no slouch job. Really, it shouldn't be.
Not really.
It shouldn't be. So you got these two dudes. In the same dorm, the same room. One of them, and you're both studying to be an architect. This set job. You're probably always going to have a career because people always need shit being built, you see.
Right.
And then, think about this. And all of a sudden, your roommate goes, hey, I'm going to take this fucking accordion. And I'm going to dress up like a fucking David Bowie's stepchild.
All right.
We're gonna go on the Tonight Show or whatever show it was. You probably find it on YouTube. I don't know if it was Johnny Carson, but it was some kind of late night show where Weird Al and this guy performed. Another one rides the bus.
Right.
And your roommate goes, "Hey, I'm gonna dress like that. I'm gonna take this accordion. I want you to have this box. You're basically the rhythm guy. You're like pounding on this box and hitting this car horn." Being my impromptu drummer as we perform on the Tonight Show. Now, does that sound like something you would participate in if you were in this situation?
If I did know him, no.
Yeah, exactly.
If I did know him, yes.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. I'm just like, this dude.
Oh, what do you got to lose?
Yeah, exactly. This lead singer guy, yeah, this lead guitarist dude, this roommate of Weird Al. I don't know if they were friends before they got to college. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Obviously, Weird Al is persuasive and makes a good impression on people. Because otherwise, it would have been like, man, fuck you and your accordion.
And your accordion.
Yeah.
And the accordion you wrote in here on.
Yeah. This guy was at college.
Well.
He was studying to have like a normal, simple career.
Maybe he could have blamed it on lack of sobriety.
I don't know. But I'm just like, you took a chance on some wingnut who was your roommate, and you found a vastly more interesting career.
Wingnut Al.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you got to take a chance sometimes. I mean, you know.
And I'm like, this dude is got to be the bestest bro I have ever heard of so far.
Right.
Because I'm like, this dude didn't have to do it.
No.
Weird Al could have found some other schlub, and that dude would be like his lead singer, or lead guitar guy.
Right.
No! This guy, he went for it, and he fucking kicks ass.
You know.
And I'm just so ecstatic by that whole scenario, because I'm just like, you didn't have to do it, And you took a chance and you improved your life.
You made me do it.
Yeah, you improved your life probably by like 10,000%.
Yeah. Golden earring.
Yeah, what about him? Hey, I'm not even here right now, man.
I understand.
So I have earned the right to not be here.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a long week. So we did the dance recital last night.
Yeah, as of recording this, my dance recital. It was a student showcase, which you were the MC for.
Mm-hmm.
And you announced yourself in character.
Quite a character.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually, I've never participated in such a spectacle.
Well, now you have.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. And the more I do it, the more the easier it'll get, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, you were given a script, but you did improv here and there, and you did make the dancers in the back laugh, which I was like, oh, thank God. I got nothing against the previous, the showcase happens like every year, so I don't have anything against the prior two MCs, but the first time I wasn't participating, but I was like, this MC kind of sucks, because he's just acting like he doesn't even care, you see?
Right.
And the one after that, one I did participate in, he was an okay dude. He was an okay dude. But he read the script just like he was like wood.
Speaking was not his, everybody's got stuff.
Oh yeah, no. I don't have any disrespect against these people, but it's like the first guy acted like he really didn't care. Right. The second guy, it was just very wooden, and he allowed dead air.
Yeah, no dead air.
Yeah, which I don't care for. Here's the thing, some dead air is fine.
It took me a while to figure out the timing.
Yeah.
Of everything.
No, that's cool.
I'm curious about what the young lady that came out on the stage in the black tights between the dances.
Oh, the sweeper. Yeah, she's fine.
She was the sweeper. Yeah,
she swept up, like, trying to make sure that if there was, like, sequins or jewelry that had fallen on the stage, she'd go grab that.
I kind of gathered she was looking for stuff on the floor after a while. I just didn't know she was going to be there.
Oh.
I would have paused a little longer.
No problem.
And it did take me, it took me a while to figure out that I needed to give everyone that bit of time.
Yeah.
Was something I could either.
That's fine. It was your first time.
It was my first time, so,
So.
If I ever do it again, maybe I'll feel stuff.
Yeah, the one thing that I will definitely talk about is, I don't know who was on sound check duty, but that dude needs to get slapped upside the head.
Oh, what do you mean?
Because here's the thing.
You talking about the music?
Yes.
Oh.
Now here's the thing. I'm not mad at what happened to me. I'm just like, honestly, I really wasn't mad at what happened to me, because I had to, like, this. I had a solo. It was like the second thing in the itinerary, so to speak, in the stage show. And what had happened was I don't know if they did a sound check before we showed up, or
they said they did.
They say they did.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
they were just having some issues with
the music.
The equipment.
Yeah, like it wouldn't play right. It would just speed up and slow down the songs. One time he didn't even have a song to play.
I thought now of all the things.
Yeah.
Of all the things that could have happened, that
was like
would be the it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
You have equipment issues, any type of presentation like that.
Oh, okay, she's back.
That's the matriarch.
Yep. But I suppose as far as
not having a song.
Yeah, not having a song. I'm like, bruh.
That was odd.
Yeah, that was odd.
I mean, but it all came off pretty well anyway.
Oh, yeah,
and
no problem.
It's a formal, semi-formal kind of thing,
Plus, it's the Panini, so everyone's just kind of like,
I thought everything went off well. Started a little later than I was expecting. I was kind of tuckered by that second set.
Oh, yeah.
I was not expecting it to start that late.
Yeah, we probably should have picked you up some 5 energy.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Plus, breathing in and out of that mask, man,
that's rough.
That's rough. That'll wear you out.
Yeah. Granted, you're not doing it via the paper burqa anymore.
No, but you're still sucking in all that CO2, and it just it just grinds your oxygen levels down.
Indeed. Honestly, what helps me is I will usually get a mask that has that metal strip across the nostril.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of fold it in like an M or a W position. That way, there's an easier way for the CO2 to escape. Next
time, I'll know.
Yeah, no problem. Now, granted, is that perfectly safe with all the stuff happening? Probably not.
Well,
but no one is up on people anymore. So
no, and I stayed away from people when I was talking. Anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
So
did the matriarch, but everything went off well.
It went off really well. I thought it went really, really, really well.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly,
I did find myself in the middle of a paragraph that I somehow missed and forgot it didn't read.
Yeah.
It had a few terms in it that I had to struggle through. That was kind of odd. I was like,
happens.
How the hell did I miss this paragraph? Which is going through my mind while I'm reading this.
It happens.
Reading this script, speaking into a microphone.
Oh, that's why you were starting to X out the paragraphs and check the box.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. No, I got to do that too.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I'm just going to fuck that
where
up.
did I leave off?
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It happens. So, that happened. And as a reward, I got myself a little bit of ice cream, and I'm not really here right now.
A little bit of ice cream?
No, but that was like the bottom half of that carton.
Oh, so you'd already been in that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool.
Kind of calm my nerves.
I thought you pounded down.
No, I didn't. No. No, I didn't pound down a whole carton of ice cream.
Freaking wake up on the couch and you feel all sticky and there's an empty carton with a spoon stuck to the side of your head.
No.
Yeah. Where have I been, man?
I don't know where the fuck I've been.
It's like first degree murder. What did I just do?
Yeah, no.
Oh my God.
No,
I got to get out of here.
No, I didn't do that.
I need a shower. That's also the theme of the morning after a one night stand.
Hey, no,
what I do? Hey, I gotta get out of here. I need a shower.
Easy. Ugh, frick. All right, so unfortunately, but unfortunately, I'm just like.
Well, you had this great build up, and you've done really well.
Thank you.
This great build up to this.
In spite of honestly, what I mean by the music, I'm not mad that my solo got quote unquote ruined. It really didn't, because I got to do it.
No,
the only thing that got me upset was the illusion is shattered, because I was pretending to be a doll, because that was the whole shtick of the solo.
Yeah, and then the reality.
And then the reality came in. I had to prance back off the stage when the music just started to glitch itself out of existence, and I was like, the illusion is ruined. But anyway,
right?
Whatever. I did it anyway. I did it with grace. I don't care.
As a true professional,
indeed. Even to the point where even some of the people backstage were like, "Man, the music was speeding up and slowing down, but you kept time with it the whole time." And I'm like, I said to them, "Thank you. I appreciate that." But inward, I'm like, isn't that what they're training us to do?
Pretty much.
You see?
Right.
Like, keep up with time signatures and change and whatever. I'm not going to talk about it because it's over and done with. But honestly and truly, the one thing I was most concerned about with my showcase was this. It was, the soap opera I didn't sign up for. Now, obviously, I've extricated myself from the situation at hand, but the main thing I was most concerned about was, when I was with my ex and my best friend and all their friends, I was like, ooh, my student showcase, ooh, it's happening, ooh, I'm so excited, I get a solo, ooh, it's gonna be so much fun, pretty dancers and all that. And I would just not talk incessantly about it, but I'd just be like, it's something, I'm so excited, like you normally are supposed to.
Yeah.
And then once all those bridges burned, I just kept thinking to myself, like, oh, you better not show up. None of you that contributed to this mess better show up, you see.
Sure.
And thankfully, none of them did.
You don't bring me flowers anymore.
Or whatever Billy Joel said. Was that Billy Joel?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Sounds like something he'd say.
Barbra Streisand.
Oh, well, yeah, whatever Barbra Streisand said. So.
Her and Neil Diamond.
Yeah, that's about right. So, that was the other thing that was kind of weighing on me with the whole, my whole showcase was like, oh, y'all better not show up. You better not crash this party. I will come off this stage and I will kill you on the live stream.
I will kill you.
Yeah. There is no, you need to leave. There is, hey, I see you got a hand there. Hey, you mind if I have that? So...
Put it on a necklace.
Yeah. I probably would. Just straight up Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom, this bitch. But anyway, so... that was the biggest thing, and thankfully no one showed up, and I was like, oh, you better not. So now that's passed, and I can officially let this shit go.
Yay.
So hopefully from here on in, I'll stop talking about this. Unless something really, really funny happens, you see.
No techie backsies.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll try not to talk about this unless something really, really funny happens, and I'm like, ha! I've earned that right.
Schadenfreude.
Indeed. Schadenfreude. Or whatever Rammstein said.
Yeah, whatever Rammstein said.
Anyway, so that was our weekend, and I just feel so much better.
It's been a good week.
Yes, it has been a very good week.
It's been a nice nice Zen day today.
Oh yeah, and much to my personal dismay, I have agreed. Fuck yeah. I have agreed to go out to my local high-class theater to watch a production over there.
Oh, really?
Yes, I believe it is a production of Hadestown.
Hadestown.
Which is actually something I've always been curious about seeing.
Chicago?
I don't know. And I don't care for Chicago, to be honest. It's not one of my favorites. It's alright. They have Cell Block Tango, that's about it. That's literally it for me. I don't care for it beyond that. So...
Hadestown.
Alright. I don't know what the plot is, per se. I know it's a loose retelling of the Orpheus myth.
Okay.
The guy that goes into the underworld to get his wife back. And he turns and faces her at the last possible second, and she's like, "Oh, you dumb fuck! I gotta go back." Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that myth.
Okay.
Except it's like Depression era. There's a
really?
A coal mine involved. I don't know the specifics. Like, it starts off, the one thing I do remember, it starts off in, like, a bar, like a mid-class bar, and Persephone is there, and she's all like, hey, everybody be happy, and they're all singing and dancing, and she's waiting for the train to take her to the underworld, and Hades shows up, and is like, hey, let's go.
Guy with a black hat?
Guy with the white hair.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be... It's probably not going to be the OG cast from, like, Broadway, but hey, basically Hades is depicted as an older man. Granted, Persephone is...
The Cracker Junction Community Theater would like to present Hey Yale Town.
But beyond that, I don't know the specifics.
All right. Well,
so it's basically something that I don't know anything about.
I mean, I like plays.
Yeah, I like plays. I like theater.
I saw, I've seen a few.
Ow. This production, this play should not be worse than the last time I went to the theater. Because here's the thing. All right,
no splatter shields.
No. That was the Evil Dead the musical. That was awesome. The last time I went to this specific high class theater.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, this is a high class theater, meaning they've got a budget. They've got investors and donators and shit.
Got to take a bath before you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something, stuff like that. So this would be our town's version of the Broadway theater, basically.
And they do pretty well.
They do pretty well.
They do
I give them respect.
They do. They draw people from all over the area.
Of course. Yeah. No, I'm not disrespecting them. But the point is that I am confused by this one particular aspect.
Yeah.
All right. Now, most theaters nowadays, they have like a guy or a team of people that's like in charge of like the electronics, like the lights and the, anything that's automated.
Sure.
When the music starts playing, if they don't have a live orchestra, stuff like that. And, they're usually surrounded by computers. They're logged in all these programs. Now, the last time I went to a production at this particular theater, it was the Phantom of the Opera. Mm. I was about 14 or 15. It was with...
that was the main one that was touring.
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't a local production.
No. It wasn't a local production. It was a touring one.
Yeah.
So, me and one of my grandparents, we had gone to go see this. And for some reason, this person...
Yeah.
Surrounded by multiple computer monitors at full bright... was not put in like a separate balcony or like in their own booth.
They were in the middle?
They were in the middle of the fucking theater, and we were right behind him.
Oh.
So, first of all, we could barely see who was on the stage because, we got the cheap seats, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
In my opinion. It's whatever. But we also had to contend with the fact that this dickhead, with his 6 computer monitors, who was controlling everything from, like, the lights to the fog to the whatever, we were right behind him.
They could have put that somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, dude, you guys have money. You have a budget. If this was, like, the local production, I'd be like, they probably didn't have room somewhere else.
Yeah. Or they didn't have
They didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Something. So,
didn't have the budget.
Didn't have the budget. So the fact that the high-class theater has this asshole on the floor with the other people, that is a severe misstep, man, and it pissed me off. I couldn't get into the show.
No.
So...
It breaks the illusion.
It breaks the illusion.
Right.
And I'm like, man, what the fuck? So hopefully we're, and I told a couple days ago when we were planning all this, I told the people we were going, and they were like, hey, we got balcony seats, but it's okay. And I said, motherfucker, as long as we're not sitting behind that person again, I will be happy. I don't care if I have to sit.
I don't care. Just tell me. I'll pay the money.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm going to be, there should be
don't lowball me for less quality. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll pay good money for good product.
As long as this dickhead is behind me.
That's crazy. I don't even know why you would set things up that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you want that type of experience for your entire audience.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm just like, there should be a point where you have to go register for your seats and pay for your specific seats because they got a website, obviously.
Yeah.
There should be a section on their website, like when they're showing you the floor plan where you're sitting. Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
There should be a section that says, "Oh, this is the dude with all the 6 monitors. If you sit behind him, we'll make you pay $20."
What do you mean you can't move somewhere else? I mean, they're landing droids on Mars.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're telling me that we don't possess the wireless capability?
You don't have the ability.
Really?
You don't have the ability to shut down the theater for like 3 to 8 months.
Maybe he was nearsighted. Maybe that was what the problem was. He just had to be.
Guy's problem with.
He just had to be close because he couldn't see the stage.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this person's problem is, but I'm like, you mean to tell me that you do not have the technology to build some kind of apparatus in that theater that's only for him, where he can look directly at the stage and go, "Oh, these are the lights that need to go on in this scene." Click, 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 click.
Why do you think the orchestra pit is dropped?
Yeah, why do you think you can't see the orchestra pit?
I mean, think about it.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Something coming in.
Maybe. Here's the thing. Theater has been around.
Yeah.
For probably as long as humanity.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So maybe in all the course of that time, people have obviously technology's only been advanced for so long.
Yeah, but
I'm not talking about Atlantis or
but
something
the position of that guy I personally don't think it had anything to do with technology.
There's been literal millennia where people have gone like, okay, what if we put the orchestra here? What if we put the chorus here?
Right.
So they've had fundamental rules of, okay, the orchestra pit needs to be dropped under the stage, away from the people. You can't see them. The chorus needs to be held in like the upper wings and behind curtains and shit.
Right.
Maybe it's because we didn't have the level of technology we have today enough to where, okay, the rule for the guy that controls the fucking lights is he needs to be put in the wall.
Well, I mean, I agree with you so far as based on...
I'm not saying that's what it is, but...
wireless technology, but that was back when and even still, they still have this, especially around here, for crying out loud.
Well, here's the thing.
I know, I am personally related to someone who is one of the best wire running people in the history of this county.
Yeah.
I mean,
of course.
It's just ridiculous to think that they would have to... I mean, think about the show last night. Where was the sound guy?
Yeah.
The sound and audio guy. He was over, on...
he was away from everyone.
He was away from everybody all the way to the side.
Yeah, exactly.
So you could choose...
to sit near him or not.
Even if there were so many people there, you were forced to stand behind him, you still would... You would hit
like less than 5% of the crowd.
5% of your vision field.
Not 30 to 50% of
with these big honking lights.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like somebody sitting there. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. Like somebody sitting, I mean, when's the last time you were in a movie and somebody pulls out a cell phone? I mean,
that dude would get the shit kicked out of him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
what's the difference? And it hasn't been that long ago.
I don't know. But here's the thing.
Understand why they would do something like that.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. Well, here's the thing. Maybe a part of it is, theater people are fucking superstitious. Like, you think baseball players are superstitious?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Theater people are fucking crazy. All right.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Now this is coming from me, who's like, salt over the left shoulder. Oh, I got an evil eye, just in case. Like, for me, it's not that I don't believe it. I'm not superstitious.
Actually,
but I am a little stitious.
You're not superstitious, you're just
a little stitious.
A little stitious.
Yeah. Or it's not like I believe this to be true.
Subpar-stitious.
Yeah, subpar-stitious. It's not that I per se believe it to its fullest extent, but I'm like, you know what? Just in case.
I'm just a little lower than stitious.
Yeah, I'm a little lower than stitious. For me, it's not like I believe... For me, it's more of a, look, this stuff has existed for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Absolutely.
So it has to work on some
It's
level.
built into the program. It's so old.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, man, it's like the average person would go in and go, hey, what the hell is this doing here?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't even have to be getting paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the point I'm making is the signal of the evil eye. That's like an old, originally Middle Eastern thing that has existed for thousands of years. And here's the thing.
Just Middle Eastern.
No, I know it's not just Middle Eastern, but that's what a lot of sources have contributed to it.
Right.
Because they seem to use it the most, and/or it's the origin. But anyway, I need to do more research.
Native Americans.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But
here's the thing. That evil eye, the blue color and the black iris, absorbing or catching any evil thrown your way. I'm not saying it doesn't work. But so far, it hasn't not worked. I don't care if it's an actual... I don't care if it's a
spirit. Does that work?
It doesn't not work. I don't care if there is an actual spiritual connotation. I don't care if it's like a cultural connotation. It could even be a psychological connotation.
That's built into us.
Yeah, like a good omnipresent eye keeping watch over you, like a shepherd watches its flock. You see how these things can tie into each other?
Exactly.
Even if it's a spiritual, if it's a cultural, even if it's a psychological connotation, that evil eye has existed for thousands of years. Because if it didn't work, people wouldn't use it.
People wouldn't use it. Even
if it's traditional.
Even if it's placebo, it doesn't really matter.
Exactly. And placebos work.
If it works, it works.
Yeah, when people talk about, like, oh, magic, all of it is like a placebo, or all religion and God is just a placebo. Like, so what? If it works, it works. And
if it works, who are you to question that its existence?
This is why you, as a medicine person, can, there's a patient that's like, I'm in so much pain. And you can tell them, like, I have this syringe full of this medicine, and it is going to take all your pain away. And the person's like, oh, thank God. And you're giving them, like, saline solution or whatever the hell is body safe, and they make that painkiller with their mind.
I've seen people do it. I mean, you have to give them a medication.
Yeah, you got to give them something.
Got to give them something.
But a lot of it, they have to do it for themselves.
Once they feel the initial effect of the placebo, and it does change some chemistry where you feel some type of physical effect. I don't know exactly, depending on what the medication is. Then your body will accept that medication, and it may be short-lived only, but it accomplishes what your initial task is.
And that's the point.
And that's the point.
So what if it's placebo? Just because,
if it works,
if it works and it's stupid, or if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid.
It's not stupid.
Exactly.
And technically, it's not placebo.
And
because it works.
Because it works. Fuck.
So.
Oh, man. So.
Tink, 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 tink.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Banging the dents out today.
Yeah, exactly. But theater people are out of their fucking minds. Like, I'm sure baseball players are also out of their fucking minds.
Listen, and here's the difference.
Okay.
People say the aspect of an athlete, there is a reality that exists regardless of the player. Now, with theater people, they are creating an illusion.
Correct.
So, they are pretending to get hit by a line drive.
Yes.
Where a baseball player actually gets hit by a line drive.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therein is the difference. And it also is why people who create illusions, corruption can happen to us all.
Oh, I agree.
But people that have it doesn't make them bad people. It's just the media that they're engaged. The medium that they're engaged in. They're engaged in creating an illusion. Sometimes that can spill over. It's like an aggressive person that plays a professional sport and then goes home to their spouse and gets physical with them. Yeah. Okay, because it's an offshoot of.
They haven't learned to turn that.
They've got to learn to turn that off.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's a reality. It's like I remember I'd been a nurse for about 2 years, and the matriarch getting up one morning, the matriarch wouldn't speak at me, wouldn't look at me. She was like, had this real scared look on her face, and I said, "What's wrong?"
What's happening?
She said, "You should." She said, "I woke up and you were standing over me. You pulled me up off the bed, slammed me down on the bed. You told me if I didn't lay still, you'd tie me down." I have no recollection of that.
That must be sleepwalking.
It was, sleep restraining is what it was.
Yeah.
It was sleep restraining.
You were reliving one particular shift, apparently.
Reliving something, and I have to say, in my spirit, I was being bothered with the amount of physicality that was taking place in my job. And I was constantly fighting people down and tying them down, and it's all I did for a certain amount of time. And it just bothered my spirit to the point that it spilled out in a dream, or sleepwalking, sleep restraining, whatever. So
theater people,
that happens.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not disrespecting it. I'm just like.
So there's a reality that you can never run away from, but people that create illusion, and sometimes when that spills over,
that
spills over into their personal lives and relationships with people.
Yeah,
that can be a big issue.
Yeah, because I guess in a sense, if you kind of want to break it down that way, in a sense, it's almost like creating your own magic.
Yeah.
And if I have studied anything about, like, you know, creating your own magic and illusions, it's like, that shit can backfire if you're not careful. You're not conscious of it. Yeah.
If you get too far away from the source.
Yeah, exactly. So that also has a hand in it as well.
Sure.
You know, if you want to take that route. So
I think a lot of people, they just get corrupted by it.
I agree with that too.
I think there's people like...
they drink their own Kool-Aid?
Well, somebody like, say, like a Tom Cruise. Ugh. I just think he's so good.
To be fair, that's
Jack Nicholson, they're so good at what they do. It's easy for them to fall into that and create their life around them. Yeah. In a way that can cause some dysfunctional chaos.
That's basically Hollywood in general.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, how it would be tough to be in a relationship with someone who did that for a living or had that level of a gift.
Sure. No, I agree.
You would really, it would.
What, to be able to read them? And it isn't
so much that you'd be able to read them, is that them that would care for you enough to be transparent enough for you to figure out who they really are. Yeah. So you would be able to differentiate between the person and the person creating the illusion. That's got to be tough. That's
also kind of what sociopaths do as well.
That's a very good point.
I'm not saying.
Hey, you never know. I mean, there's sociopaths in the FBI, and
they hire them for that specific reason.
Maybe they're in. Maybe their skills lead them into acting careers as well.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
no. I'm not.
I mean, if you don't hurt people and it helps you pay your bills.
No. I'm not disrespecting.
No, I know.
I'm just like, that syncs up. I'm just saying, like, point A syncs up with point B. Yeah. Granted, causality doesn't. Wait, what is it? Correlation does not equal causation.
Correct.
Or whatever the hell that
Correct.
term
Correlation
is.
does not equal causation.
Thank you. Now, I'm not advocating that as well. But I am advocating is that more often than no, actors in general, they kind of fucked up, but I don't mean fucked up as in bad, not 100%. Obviously, you got Tom Cruise.
Sure.
You know Tom Cruise is got to be some kind of sociopath for two reasons. Number one, Scientology.
For legal purposes, this is a joke.
For very legal purposes, this is a joke.
It's a joke, people.
Yeah. And number two, the movie American Psycho. Now, follow me on this.
All right.
I have seen that movie. Yeah. I've read the book. The movie's better than the book. I will not argue. There is no argument. There is you either agree with me or you're banned.
Banned.
Yeah, because I'm not debating anyone on this. It's just better. The guy that played Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
The guy who played Patrick Bateman.
Yes.
He has said that he based his interpretation of Patrick Bateman off of Tom Cruise during, like, either a Tonight Show interview or an Oprah Winfrey interview or something like that. Because he said...
An interview that didn't involve a axe?
Yes. Basically, he was inspired by Tom...
Or a chainsaw.
Yeah, he was inspired by Tom Cruise during one of these interviews because he got the impression that he was just this big, toothy smile with no soul behind it. Now,
that's been said. I don't know.
I don't know if that should trigger off. I don't know. Here's the thing.
I don't know the guy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not advocating that Christian Bale is the end all be all, but that should definitely send you some red flags.
Well, red flags in the sense of what somebody is a performer is performing. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I would like to give Tom Cruise benefit of the doubt.
Sure.
And just believe that he is playing to his audience.
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who at one, it's like, I can remember, there was a time when he was on the TV all the time.
Top Gun.
Well, it was after that. You were a little kid,
yeah.
And he had done something or said something, or I don't know, and everybody was just dragging him down.
Yeah, of course.
And you were like, one day you just, I guess, just you had seen news blip after news blip after news blip about, and you said to me, you looked up at me and you said, "Why don't they leave that man alone?"
Fair enough.
You looked up and you like, you weren't sad, you weren't mad.
I just asked a question.
You just went, "Why don't they leave that man alone?" I just thought,
I
don't know, honey.
Fair enough.
You know, it was too complex to go into. Well,
sure,
you know, there's no such thing as bad press, I guess.
No, I guess.
I haven't had any press, so I don't know what good or bad is.
Indeed.
I believe today there is such thing as bad press.
Yeah, there is now such a thing as good.
You believe that? We are standing on the precipice of now completely canceling out that statement. There's no such thing as bad press.
There is now such a thing as bad press.
There is now such a thing as bad press.
Yeah, that whole phrase of no news is good news.
No news is good news?
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, whatever. That is no longer true.
No, it is not.
No press is bad press. It's dead. It's dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's gone. It might come back.
Okay, let's say it's on life support. All right.
Okay, it might come back in a decade.
It's a COVID infested.
But right now,
beer flu infested ICU bed somewhere. No news is good news.
Oh God, I need to sober up before I go to the show. I'm driving.
Take it easy. You're fine.
I don't feel fine. I feel like I wanted to go up to the roof and break dance.
Well, there's a ladder on the back porch.
Okay. Oh, never mind. I thought you were going to see me take off the headphones and go like, "Hey, wait a minute."
Oh. You ain't leaving till the show's over.
No, I know.
I know you're strong. You better be strong because you've been carrying me on your back through that dough.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I mean, you know, it's just crazy.
It just is.
It just is. You know, information is traveling so fast. Oh, you're a mess.
I told you.
Well.
I warned you. Anyway, let me give me a minute to catch my breath because I'm just like, man, fuck this and fuck that and fuck him. So,
well, you do have a show to go to.
Yeah, I do. I'm not trying to hurry this up for the sake of
no,
getting
I don't
ready.
think you are.
I'm just like, man.
Well,
I just feel aggressive.
I want to write down. The death.
The Wheel of Death.
On the. No news is
bad news.
Bad news.
No news is bad.
No news is bad news. I want to address that.
Okay.
See, those are those when you come in here and ad lib and just fly be free.
Mm-hmm.
It's a happy little accident.
I love Bob Ross.
Happy accident. Bob
Ross has basically become like a patron saint to people nowadays.
I'm telling you what.
People are. It's like
I grew up with the guy, and it's like, okay,
yeah. He's
got his own T-shirt for crying out loud.
Yeah,
all right. That's not made by any entity associated with him. Although they better be kicking back the money they owe for using that image. But other than that, no, there is a company that says, you know what, we could sell some shirts. Let's make some Bob Ross shirts.
Yeah.
I never thought that. I didn't think anything. He was just this dude.
Who taught you how to paint?
Who taught you how to paint on PBS? I was like, hey, I've watched him a number of times, but I've watched Julia Child more, but I'm a cooker.
Yeah, that's fine. I think part of it is just he just had this gentle soul that you could see through the TV screen.
Well, yeah, and he has a natural style.
Yes.
He's not putting, it's him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what being transparent is.
Yes.
Is allowing yourself, and people going, man, look at this big nerd. Look at this art nerd, blah, 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 and just make fun of him. But what made him genuine is he was himself.
Yeah.
He was who he is.
Yeah, I think.
Unapologetic. He wasn't in your face about it. He was just like, this is what I do, and this is how he reminds me, honestly, of Mr. Rogers and Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up. There's like this weird trifecta, almost, I hesitate to put this particular spin on it, but this trifecta of kindness that is known throughout the internet, it's almost starting to become like an almost, some people.
Yeah.
It's almost some kind of like reinvention of like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost type of deal. I'm telling you,
I'm listening.
This is a cult.
I'm waiting.
I'm not fucking with you. This is not a joke.
Okay.
This trifecta of kindness, which I swear to God is going to turn into a fucking new religion in like 100 and 200 years at some point. This is how religions get started, people.
All right.
There's this trifecta of Bob Ross, be kind to yourself. Mr. Rogers, be kind to others. And then there's fucking Steve Irwin, which is be kind to animals.
All right.
It's this trifecta of wholesomeness, and it's going to become a fucking religion in 100 years.
Now, is there a movement that has put these three together in the same shot?
Yeah. Yes.
Really?
There is a meme. Hang on, I gotta find this because this is. It started as a meme.
Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be kind to animals
and your environment, technically by extension.
Sure.
Which here's the thing: these are not bad morals.
No.
But I'm like, this is going to become a religion. You see what I mean?
Steve Harvey's ugly.
What? Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
Oh my God. Ooh.
Did I say Steve Harvey?
I don't know. That's what I heard.
Okay, no. It's Bob Ross, kind to yourself. You. Mr. Rogers, be kind to others. Because, that's his shtick.
Right.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Steve Irwin. Be kind to animals and by extension the environment.
The crocodile hunter.
Yes. That is this trifecta.
Right.
It started as a meme, but I swear to God, this is going to become a religion. This is how religions get started.
I can't disagree with that.
Okay, hang on. Bob Ross. Yes. Man, fuck that thing. These guys have basically been elevated to, like, saints and shit.
Cyber saints?
Yes.
Cyber saints. Cyber church,
yeah,
cyber saints.
The wholesome trinity, the holy trinity of wholesomeness. Look at it! Look at it!
Wow.
Yes. This is going to become a religion in like 100 years. I swear to God. I'm going to be telling my great grandchildren. They're going to be talking to me about, the saints of old, and are like these demigods of like wholesomeness and kindness. And I'm like, that's fucking Bob Ross, Jimmy. What are you doing? That was a man.
At you. God bless you.
Ross bless you.
Ross bless you.
Yeah, I'm like, that was a man. He wasn't a god. He was a man. And Mr. Rogers was a pastor. I don't know if he would approve of that.
A man that lacked a neutralizer.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. I'm not saying these three men are bad people.
No.
I'm just saying they've basically been elevated.
I've never heard anybody have anything negative to say about him. Well, other than Irwin.
Well,
and that was just people upset by the way he died.
Yeah,
they're like, you were
like,
out of your element.
Yeah, you were in the fucking Yeah, okay. If there is one bad thing to say about Steve Irwin, he died in a pretty dumb way. Here's the thing. When we first heard Steve Irwin died, obviously we were upset. But we're thinking like, a fucking crocodile finally had, was up to his tits and just pissed off at him, or like a bird, a hawk. It was like, motherfucker.
I kept waiting for him to lose a limb.
Yeah.
I figured he was going to lose a hand or a leg.
Yeah, you thought he was gonna die.
To either an alligator, a gator, or a snake.
Something.
It was going to tag him good.
Yeah, it's like something was going to get him.
He was going to lose a foot, yeah.
Yeah. Something was going to get him.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It was none of them.
No.
It was a fucking stingray.
It was a stingray.
Because and then at first, when we first heard it was a stingray, we're like, really? We're not thinking that, we're not thinking like, yeah, stingrays, they have, those jagged things, some of them do, and, maybe he was handling it in, he was handling it with like a captive stingray, and the stingray he just lost control and it stabbed him.
Right.
He was underwater. He was underwater with a camera crew swimming towards a stingray with a barb that got him, and I'm like,
yeah, it was so
dude,
weird.
I know this is your job, but what the fuck?
Because after it tagged him, he pulled his head up and looked at the camera. And then died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really...
It got him in his heart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him in some vital spot.
Yeah.
Something to do with his heart, probably.
Yeah, either vital... heart, pancreas, liver... A couple spots.
No. It hit him in the heart.
Oh, because he died, like, quick?
Because he died there.
Ugh.
Right then. It went bang.
And he's
then
gone.
Seconds later, he was dead. Yeah.
Found it. Yeah.
All right.
I told you...
The Trinity of wholesomeness. Hey, you know, whatever holds people together, I tell you, you know, and well, I say that.
Yes.
But there are some examples of things people become engaged in that carry more weight and stand the test of time, and we'll see.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that this is like a bad thing.
I clearly was expecting when Elvis died, I clearly was expecting a religion to pop out of that.
Kind of,
because there were all these people that said, you know, he's not really dead.
Yeah.
He rose from the grave. I mean, you know, there were some people that were serious about that.
Sure.
And you know,
no, I'm not saying.
And when I try to talk to them, they were like, "You don't know." No,
I don't.
No, I really don't.
No,
I really don't. I mean, I saw the pictures of him in his casket. It sure did look like it.
Yeah, that if that was a fake, that's a good fake.
That was a good fake. I don't know what to tell you, man.
No. I'm not disrespecting.
No, I don't
Mr.
think you
Rogers
are. I just find it.
Ross.
No, I agree with you totally. I mean, people can get. I'm
just saying, like, it's a meme that could potentially spiral out of control. That's what I'm getting at.
I guess as long as it doesn't cause a loss of innocent life or promote breaking the law to 99.9% of the time, then
indeed.
Then hey,
fair enough. But
cool beans.
Yeah, man, this fucking podcast we lost control of this whole thing.
What are you talking about?
Of this podcast.
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
did we?
Yes, we. You're in here too.
You got a mouse in your pocket or something?
No.
No,
I'm saying we started off talking about music, and now we're talking about, like, the fucking internet created God, and now we're here. And magic is real because placebos fucking work. And
hang on to your religious textbook, people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No.
You know, obviously this does speak to my severe disliking of large organized religion, but that notwithstanding, I'm not for the complete desecration of
disbandment.
Thank you, disbandment. I'm not for the complete disbandment of organized religion per se, because some people need that.
Well, you can
they need a community.
You can see its application. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, I can see.
Rid of it. Yeah, you won't like the.
You will not like the outcome.
You won't like the outcome at all.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Some people. I see the application of it, but when it becomes too big, that's when these things that are now.
It's just like like government. You know, when government anything becomes too big, it becomes corrupt.
Sure.
It just does.
It just does.
It's the nature of the process. I don't know what to do about it.
So I'm not. It's not that I'm for the complete disbandment of it. I'm just more of like, instead of cutting down the tree, let's just prune the branches. You see. Just cut some of it down. That's ultimately
what happened.
Yeah,
it really is.
Because here's the thing. Like we kind of steer towards like Catholicism for a second. I want people listening to this. There is a YouTube channel, CPA. Oh, how the fuck do you say this guy's name? I can never remember the first three letters. It's C something something Gray. C.
No, I ain't saying
CGP Gray.
CGP Gray.
Yes. He has a video giving detailed instructions on how to become the Pope. And it is a fucking nightmare. It is this loaded, bureaucratic process.
Yeah.
This oligarchy, bureaucratic, fueled process that would make people lose their mind.
Which probably it should be.
And I see, but you get my meaning.
You want to make something easy that anybody can get that job?
Well, I mean, there's being president, which is the only stopping point for most people is just money. So, there's that.
Yeah. Well, you know.
So, I don't know.
You want to be the Pope? Be the Pope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get used to wearing those gowns and that hat.
I don't know. Maybe by the time you actually get to be Pope, you appreciate wearing pajamas all the time. But I don't fucking
Pope
know.
Wear a funny hat. Yes.
So.
I think you're done.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that my mind is racing, but my body doesn't want to go anywhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you got tickets.
No, I know I got tickets. I'm just like, me.
Oh, let's go outside and get some fresh air.
Yeah, I need some fresh air because oftentimes my favorite thing to do is to turn my mind off but let the body run. This is now the exact opposite, where my body is turned off and my mind's like, get me the fuck out of here! Darkness imprisoning me on the sea. Absolute horror. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Throw a bucket of water on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something.
Case of emergency, break glass.
Case of emergency, exterminate.
It's like I carried away now.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm legitimately trying. But anyway, all right. I'm good.
I'm good.
Well, I mean, I'm not good, but I need to stop. How about that?
Yeah.
Like I could keep going, but we need to stop.
Mankind has got to know their limitation.
Ugh. I don't believe it. But anyway. So. Well, that's it, folks. I was your host, Bel-E.
And I was your co-host, Mr. Scratch.
And we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Bye.
Goodbye.